if you really want to be that guy that makes $1 million a year, then to look at yourself and be like, fuck, like I'm not worth that. Dude, that shit's hard. Shit's hard. Welcome to another episode of The Elite Game. And I want to talk to you, brother, today about transformation. Transformation is something that we want to happen in our lives, right? Of course we do. We want better everything. We want a better marriage, a better lifestyle, more money in the account, better relationship with our children, with our friends. We want more abundance. We want transformation in all aspects of life. Of course we do. But what is transformation? First of all, let's distinguish between transformation and change. All right, I can have a chair and I can move the chair from one bedroom to the living room. I can put a different color on the chair. I can flip the chair upside down. I can change the chair in a very various ways, but the chair is always going to be a chair. Right? A chair cannot be a table. The only way a chair is going to be a table if I destroy it first. And then from that destruction, I can make a table. Check this out. In order for you to transform yourself in the man that you want to be, first there needs to be death. First there needs to be destruction. For then new life can emerge. I like to call it death and resurrection. Death here, resurrection here. Destruction, new life, new construction. First, there needs to be destruction. Because the man that is capable of making $100,000 a year, it's not the same man that is capable of making $1 million a year, right? For that transformation to occur, first, we need to destroy that version, that initial version that we have of the guy that makes $100K a year. It's like a house. Think about a old house. Would you build a new house, a bigger house on top of your old, smaller house? You would not. Would you build a new, taller building on top of your existing old, smaller building? You would not. First, there needs to be destruction. First, you need to bring it down. You bring that shit down, and then you can build that new, beautiful building. It's the same thing as with our identity, bro. It's the same exact thing. First, you need to kill your identity you have now in order for you to create, in order for you to bring to life a new identity. Because if you build your new identity on top of your existing one, it's never going to work. Because there can only be one identity that is inside of you, like in your core. And if you're building one on top of the other, the one you build on top, it's not going to be the one in your core. It's not going to. So it's not going to work. So the identity you have now needs to die. Like the marriage you have now and the marriage you want are two completely different things. You cannot build a new relationship on top of your old one. You cannot build a new relationship based on truth and connection on top of your current relationship based on lies and deception. You want to. Of course you want to. Because you're scared and afraid to lose what you have now. And because you're afraid, you come up with the excuses that, you know what? I'm not going to even touch that because I don't need to. I'm just going to keep building on top of this old house, on top of this old building until one day it fucking comes crashing down, man, because it will crash down. It will come crashing down. I mean, you see it all the time. Every fucking time. Happened to me. Like it happens with everyone. It's going to come a point if you keep building your new relationship or your new business or your new body on top of your old existing one, is going to be crumbling down. It's going to come crashing down. I can fucking guarantee you. In the process of destruction, it's the most painful one. It's not the building the new building. It's not building the new identity. It's to first destroy and kill the one you have now. That is the painful one. That is the one that hurts. And that is why few men do this. That is why. Because it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of tolerance to pain. Because new identities that become old, they are based on lies. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. And in order for you to get rid of your existing old identity that you don't want anymore, that doesn't serve you anymore, in order for you to do that, you need to have the courage to look at it and talk about the lies that it represents. Oh, Mauricio, you're not making sense, because how does that apply to business? How does that apply to if I want to make $1 million and I'm making $50,000 now? Like, how does that apply to me? It's like this. If I'm a man that makes $50,000 a year, that's all I can make. Otherwise, I would be making more, correct? Yes, that's pretty simple. I'm only make 50. I have a job that I make $50,000 a year. Is because that is all I'm worth. Now, I might want to make more, but that doesn't mean that you are worth to the marketplace more. Do you see the difference? Now, in order for me to become the guy that is worth $1 million a year, then first I need to realize that I am not worth $1 million a year right now, and that shit is painful. If you really want that, like if you really, really want that, if you really want to be that guy that makes $1 million a year, then to look at yourself and be like, fuck, like I'm not worth that. Dude, that shit's hard. Shit's hard. This process of transformation applies to everything. It applies to business, applies to my body. Like if I want to build a new physique, which I'm in the process of doing it, you probably can't tell yet, but it's in the works, baby. It's in the works. If I want to build a new physique, first, I need to kill my old identity. And I need to destroy painfully what's old. So I go to the gym, I work out, I lift some weights. I'm destroying, in a very minimal way, the fibers in my body, the muscle fibers. I'm stressing it. I'm like minimally destroying it. So they can regrow, so they can resurrect the next day and the day after and the day after. When I go to the gym and I don't feel like going, I have to kill that guy that doesn't want to go. I have to destroy him. So I go, I work out, and then when I leave the gym, I am a newer person. It's that death and resurrection. It's that painful destruction. It will involve pain. That's why it's fucking hard. Into the glory of something new. Jesus Christ had to go through this process of transformation. From him to go from Jesus of Nazareth to Jesus Christ. It didn't happen in one day. It didn't happen at the cross. It didn't happen in a year. It was like a whole process. It was his whole life for him to become that. But guess what? Like every day he made a speech. Every day he did something kind. He did a miracle. Every day he learned. Every day he did something. He transformed himself daily in like very little pieces at a time. Do you get it? So it's like actions. Actions daily of transformation that throughout time will result in that big transformation that we all want. And that's the same thing that happened with Jesus Christ and his whole beautiful transformation. It's the same thing that can happen to everyone, to you, to me. Like, we all have a transformation to work on. Like, we all have a mission. We all have the guy we want to be here, and we're over here, and we want to be this guy. Like, for us to get there, we need to go action by action. Action by action. So the transformation process is painful, but it's slow. But if you want it, there's no way around it, man. There's no way around this. And that's fine. And that's great, because that's the way it's supposed to be. Because it filters out the people that say they want to transform and the people that really want to and they really do the work. You can have everything in life. You can transform your marriage. You can transform your business. You can transform your body. But there needs to be an acceptance of the process of death to resurrection and destruction to creation. But for the transformation to occur, we always have to remember to be elite.